Hi, this is Adam from Small Town Machine Shop. A little troubleshooting video on this sawzall we got yesterday. Now, I learned a thing or two. I just assumed, it's a normal 120 volt tool. On the box, it said 12 volt, and I just thought, well, maybe I don't know what I was thinking, but I just ignored that fact. So I plugged it in, and you guys saw it didn't work because someone put this plug on it. Well, I did some looking on it, and then reading through the comments, one of my subscribers mentioned the 12 volt thing too. So I got to doing some research. What they did is back in the early 60s, they came out with a reciprocating saw like this and a drill and a few other things that had a proprietary plug that plugged into a battery that was 12 volt. So you could use it out in the field. Now, they weren't around long. People complained about the batteries leaking and all that. So this is a 12 volt tool. And it even says, right there, that 12. So, now when I plugged it in, nothing clicked it, nothing sparked or anything in here. So the damage has already been done. So what we're going to do is hopefully take this cover off here, see what's to be seen, to see if it can be fixed. Now, obviously the original batteries are hard to come by. So you might ask yourself, why take the time to repair a 12 volt sawzall when, I have normal corded ones? Well, your car is 12 volt. So I don't know if it'll work, but I already have the tool and the hookups. So I'm going to see if I can get it working. And then you could have a sawzall you can hook to your car battery. Now, the use for that may not come up often, but you never know. So what we're going to do, zoom in here a bit. Zoomy. We're going to see what's under here. Now, I'm hoping the trigger took the brunt of the 120 volts someone put to this, which it's a metal trigger. I'm sure I could find some kind of replacement. I'm sure it won't be metal, but the trigger is going to be the first point voltage is going to go through. After that, it's going to go to the windings, and if those are fried, well, makes this sawzall a little rarer than your normal one. Kind of not rare in a good way, if you know what I mean. More unusual than rare. Okay. So, casting off. Let's see what we can see. See if nothing launches everywhere. Got this guard here. Now the switch is rated for, unfortunately, 125 volt, 1 horsepower. So obviously it survived the power going through it. Nothing's looking well. That does not look good. Turns, but she looks kind of toasty in there. Let me see. It's going to take to get that apart. I'll take all these front ones off. We'll see what happens. What comes apart, comes apart. There's not a lot of springs and stuff in these older things typically. See if we can get that rotor out of there and give it a little look. I was really hoping to open it up and see that trigger burnt and boiled up. How dare Milwaukee use a quality switch? Okay. Sorry, my hand's in the way. I'm doing this looking through the camera, so Give you guys the best view possible. Okay. Feels like it's coming apart. And, yummy. That's some good looking grease there. There sure is a lot of it in there. Okay, now that's off. I think this plate comes off. See another screw here. Get a small screwdriver real quick. Yeah, this thing is loaded with grease. Thankfully, all those fasteners are cooperating. Okay, now that's free from there now. Very gently. Very gently. I must say she looks a little toasty. Oh yeah. Yeah, she got hot. Well, what I'm gonna do, take out the brushes real quick. Let's see what the brushes look like. Well, now that brush, you can see that it's only on by 2 threads. So, let's pop the other one out. Get you guys a little closer here. That's the back side of it. It's pretty chowdery. I don't know if that's where it burned or just broke. But no, this is this broken off part. That's the rotor side, because there's the indentation for the spring. And that spring is wedged, stuck down. Okay, so what I'm going to do, that may be what burned up. I'm going to do some more checks on this. And clean this up. I used to have one of those growler things to put this kind of stuff on. I'm going to clean it up. Because, you know, there's no point in not trying. Zoom. There you go. I mean, she looks to me like she got pretty hot. Especially all through there. So what I'm going to do, next day or two, I'm going to fix this brush here. Put this brush back in, replace that spring. I have springs just like this. And put her back together. And I'm going to go ahead and hook her up to 12 volt and just see what happens. The trigger Trigger stuff all seems fine, of course. This doesn't look original at all. With that crimp fitting right there. So maybe someone burned it up and they already attempted to get it going. But that's not going to stop me from giving her a shot. So, yeah. I replaced the cord, of course, too. With some new wires. Probably an old set of jumper cables. Kind of cool to see a reciprocating saw with a set of jumper cables out of the ass end of it. So, yeah, that's what we'll do. Then we'll give this I'll scrape, if I get it running, I'll scrape all this old grease and stuff out of there. Man, they really pack that in there. Kind of looks like a fruit roll up in there. So, yeah. Okay, so that's the plan. This is Adam from Small Town Machine Shop. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.